Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about a bunch of different things relating to new content in Grand Theft Auto Online, what was actually added today, what was removed from the game, including some very surprising items that we didn't expect, a look ahead at the next week, and a whole lot more. So you might be asking yourself why I'm dressed like this. We did a Vice City themed show the other day, and I was dressing up as Ken Rosenberg. Props if you noticed who I was before I even said. But let's talk about what was newly added today. And there was only one item added into the game, and it's available on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, and that is the Pegassi Esky. Now, we all expected this bike to release today, and I'm going to do a more dedicated video talking about the Esky bike, some of the buyer bewares I have, some of the performance reviews, what you need to know about this bike. That's going to be coming out later in the day, but just know for now it's available, $264,000. You can buy it on the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. There is no exclusive articles of clothing or t-shirts you get for buying this. You just get the bike, and it's available right now. And it was also the only thing added in today's tunable updates. FunMW2 stated that it was the only thing added, that being material items that we can buy, but also discounts and other bonuses as well. Nothing seems to have changed from last week when they introduced the other bonuses and deadline discounts into Grand Theft Auto Online. So that's the Esky right there, and as I mentioned, I will be touching on that later in the day. But now let's talk about something you might not notice from this website. So as you guys can see here, do you see anything missing? Does something not look right here? Well, you might have noticed that the Shotaro is no longer on the website. That's right. Rockstar have removed the Shotaro from the Southern San Andreas Super Auto site. And to me, that is very, very shocking. So it's shocking for a couple reasons. Number one, Rockstar added it into the game as a part of Grand Theft Auto Online Bikers. So you can see how all these bikes here say part of Bikers, part of Bikers, part of Bikers. They didn't say part of the Halloween surprise or part of the Halloween 2016 update. So that was my first assumption to say that, okay, this bike is going to stay permanently in Grand Theft Auto Online, or at least permanently if you bought the bike. The bike has been removed from the website, whether you purchased the bike or whether you didn't purchase the bike. So it's kind of similar to the way the Roosevelt worked in 2014, where it was gone from the game no matter what, whether you bought it or completely ignored it. So you guys can see, I bought the Sanctus and it is now no longer here, which that of course is very, very disappointing, especially for those who are hoping to save up and buy the bike later down the line, because I know it was pretty expensive. It was $2 million, and I know not everyone had that amount of money at that time and maybe wanted to save up, or sometime down the future we're planning on getting a shark card to eventually buy it. So the fact that it is now permanently gone is slightly upsetting to me, because Rockstar also was not very clear when it comes to the language they used talking about whether the Sanctus would stay or not. So what I'm actually going to do right now is I'm going to read something straight off of the Rockstar Newswire regarding the Sanctus, and now that I look at it, it does seem as if Rockstar did warn us that it was going to be going away, but I still don't think they were very clear enough. So you can see, this is what it states. It says, also, on top of sinking your teeth into the fresh editions above. So that's where I think they were including all of the new content. Don't miss out on the opportunity to indulge in familiar favorites, as in the Lurcher Hearse, Frankenstein, return alongside a variety of spooky masks, face paints, bobbleheads, and horns, all ready to be added to your collection now through November 15th. So we knew that Rockstar was going to be removing the old content from the game, that being the Lurcher Hearse, Frankenstein, spooky masks, face paints, and more. But I didn't think they were going to be removing the Sanctus from the game. But I guess they did kind of include it all in that lump sum and say that already are added into the collection now and through November 15th. So I wish they were a little bit more clear with that. I wish they had stated like the LCC Sanctus only available in Grand Theft Auto Online now through November 15th. But they were kind of vague on that, and I think that that is ultimately going to hurt a bunch of people in Grand Theft Auto Online, because I guarantee you there were some people that were likely saving up for something like this and now no longer have the opportunity to buy the Sanctus, which of course is going to be slightly disappointing for a ton of people in Grand Theft Auto Online. As I mentioned earlier regarding the price, some people were likely trying to save up. Some people might have just wanted it today. I saw a couple instances where people were going to buy the bike today, and now it's no longer available, and that is very, very disappointing. Now, one other thing to note that the Frankenstein and the Lurcher Hearse, if you bought them, they will still be available in-game. On this account, I have not purchased them, so they are not on my Southern San Andreas Super Auto site, but if you have bought them, they will be somewhere here. They have not gone away, which makes this situation even more weird that the Sanctus was one of those especially rare vehicles that got removed. So I don't get it. Is this a mistake by Rockstar? Did they meant to do this on purpose? I have absolutely no clue. All I know is there's a ton of confused people, and I'm one of those guys that kind of want an explanation from Rockstar on if it was a mistake or if they plan on adding it back or really what's going on here. And as I also mentioned earlier, the Halloween face paints and masks should be removed as well. So if you didn't jump on those, they're going to be gone until next Halloween. So hopefully you guys were able to cash in on those, take advantage of them. If you bought them, they will be available in your Grand Theft Auto Online stores or haircut establishments. So basically everything from the Halloween update has been removed, with the exception of if you purchased those items, except for the Sanctus, which once again is just super, super weird. So now let's move on to some other things regarding possibly new content looking forward to the weeks ahead. Do you guys remember this image that I showed you the other day? It was a Grand Theft Auto Online in-game loading screen featuring some various discounts to offices and office interiors, also the heavy insurgent pickup, and there was a couple other things on there as well, and it said it was going to be ending on November 21st. Well, it turns out that some people are experiencing these discounts and other people are not. So I don't know if it's bugged. I don't know if it's glitched. I don't know if it's only occurring to certain people with certain amounts of money or on certain accounts. I have absolutely no clue. But what I'm going to do right now is show you guys some of the discounts that people are seeing in game. So I told you guys the other day that I'm not seeing these discounts and I've not seen this loading screen. Like I said, maybe this is like an opted in thing for only certain members, as you can clearly see these screenshots right here are showing off the discounts that are in game right now. And this is screenshots that someone sent me the other day on Twitter. So I would imagine they are relatively recent. So that's really weird. Again, I'm not sure how many of you guys are experiencing these discounts versus how many of you have not. It's actually kind of interesting because those are some huge opportunities, especially if you want to become a CEO. Getting 50% off of those offices, that is nothing to like shy your head at. That is a lot. I mean, you're saving millions of dollars right there on just that office purchase alone. So I will keep you guys updated if Rockstar informs us with any new information on that. But for now, it seems as if it's going to be a mystery. Just like many of the things we're touching on in this video, definitely just seems to be a huge mystery here. So now what I want to do is talk about what is likely coming up next. It seems as if the leak that we've been referencing all along is 100% accurate. I don't know how this individual guessed it or how they got this right, but I'll put it on the screen once again right now so you guys can see it. They have literally guessed everything 100% perfect. And keep in mind, this list that you're looking at right now, it came out before the first update, before the BF Raptor, and before the Demon Custom was even released into the game. So they have guessed this 100% right, and now it's pretty obvious that we know what vehicle is going to be coming next. We've only got one car left, and that is the Yuga Classic. So the big old van is next, and that's going to be coming out, I want to say, next week in Grand Theft Auto Online. It would surprise me if Rockstar broke from pattern here and went in another direction, and if they decided to do something along the lines of releasing it later this week or sometime on Friday. That would be really, really surprising to me. But it seems as if we're going to be getting new content next week. That's going to be the Yuga Classic, likely releasing on November 22nd. And then after that, Rockstar is completely done with the unreleased content, and they'll be free to move on to whatever is next in Grand Theft Auto Online. So as far as the next DLC goes, maybe we'll see some information on it later in the month of November, early in the month of December. I'm really not too sure, but this is it. This is the last bit of unreleased content after the S key, and it's going to be coming in the form of the Yuga Classic. So really, that's all the information I have to talk to you guys guys about in this video today. Very, very interesting stuff with the lack of the Sanctus not being in the game. That is extremely surprising. Esky, obviously, as you guys can see me driving right now. I'll have a full video out on this later today talking about my thoughts, my opinions, should you buy it, some performance metrics, and a whole lot more. Should be a lot of fun. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, be sure to drop it a like rating. That would be awesome, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Well, out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.